Hello, students. Good morning or good afternoon, depending upon what time you're watching this. I just wanted to give you a kind of a update on kind of what you can expect. So obviously, we were all thrown for a little bit of a loop when suddenly we are planning for this distance learning model. Just know that we are going to be okay. We're going to make this work. This is going to be fine. There's no doubt in my mind. Teachers I know are going to be very accessible for you, so please reach out when you need to. Maybe first with email, and beyond that, phone calls. We could video conference, whatever works for you and for that teacher. But maybe try the email route first. We're trying to have some class time set aside so we have some structure. I still, during your class time will be more available for, during chemistry, I'll be more available for chemistry students. But just to know what to expect, I will be posting all materials online. That includes worksheets, projects, anything. I'm going to try to stay away from paper form. And I'm also going to do, as we move forward, I want you to do more submissions digitally. It just is, where we are, it's just easier. If you can, it's more sanitary if you can, and it quite frankly is easier for me to return your work after I've looked at it as well. What I plan to do is put a hyperdoc for each unit in Google Classroom, and I'll have a weekly schedule of kind of what you're expected to do. And I don't care if you do it on the day or if some things will have specific due dates. I'll try to set up a Google folder for every assignment. I do need to hear from you. Kind of our rule here is I need to hear from you. I would love, at least a couple times a week, okay? If I don't hear from you for 3 days, I might start to worry that something could be wrong, or that you're afraid to ask questions, or you're not able to ask questions because of, lack of internet accessibility or something like that. So I need to know those things. So I really want to stay in touch as much as we can. So again, I will link that weekly schedule in that hyperdoc in Google Classroom. And instead of making an entirely new schedule, I'm just going to keep adding on to it. So it'll start out with the week of March 30th through April 3rd. And if you just page down, you're going to see the next week. That way I can give you, for those of you who maybe, I'm done with everything and I have extra time and I want to work ahead a little bit, you can do that. If you're not there and you need a little bit of extra time, then stick more to that weekly schedule. But it also, for some people, it's like, hey, I got something big going on next week, although the way things are right now, probably not so much.
11th grade teachers, Whoops. You can bring your stuff to the...
Sorry, the interruptions continue. I'm not going to start over. This is my third take. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to have that running schedule. So you'll start with week 1, and if you page down, you'll see the next week, which is April 6th through 10th. And then the next, if you page further down, you'll see me adding kind of as we go on to that next week. So rather than make 3 or 4 separate videos for my classes, I'm just going to kind of include a lot of them in this video. So if you're in my Intro to Chem, you have books coming tomorrow. I don't know for sure how much I will use the books. I know we still have Odysseyware. But I wanted you to have that reference material. I actually think that's really important. And for the chapter that we're in right now, Odysseyware just doesn't cut it. So I need to supplement with the book. So you are getting books and you're getting packets that will take you through this chapter. If you're in and then going forward, what I plan to do is instructional video and then a worksheet to practice that. And that's the same with my CIS chemistry. You'll get instructional video and then some time or a worksheet to practice what we talked about in the video. When it comes to labs for both of my chemistries, there's probably going to be some video labs. There may be labs that I do as an instructional video even in front of you. I'm not sure. Still scrambling a little bit with kind of what that will look like. There's some specific equipment. If this continues, for a long period of time, this distance learning, there's just some equipment that I definitely want you to at least see being used, burettes and so forth. I just want you to have that exposure, so we'll see. But yeah, so please keep in touch. Email me with questions if things just weren't clear, or if you're just really confused. Let me know that. I know in College Chem here and also Intro to Chem, I want you guys to have an instructional or a kind of a tutor buddy that you can ask questions of if you're really struggling. And whether that's informally, please connect with a classmate that you're like, really struggling with this aspect. I just think it's always best if you can help each other a little bit. Again, I don't know what that looks like from a distance learning. If there's someone you have in mind and you don't have contact information, if there's some way I can help with that, please let me know. I have some people in mind that I know would be great for the College Chem and for Intro to Chem. Be great tutors for those of you who are struggling a little bit. And I know in college chemistry we talked about some extra credit opportunities. I would like to match you up. If you're talking about the extra credit, interested in that, I would like to match you up with someone who truly needs the help that I truly think you would be the best person for. When it comes to turning work in, you have options. So I would love things to be turned in digitally, as I said. So if you have a paper at home, let's say you have a paper copy, I would love if you could take a picture and then send it to me. I would love if you could turn that picture into Google Classroom. If for some reason that can't work for you, please let me know. If you don't know how to do that, let me know, and I can walk you through that. That's the cleanest version. I don't want to get a whole bunch of things in email. Sometimes we have to do it that way, especially with late work. I don't have folders set up, although I could set up a late folder. I actually thought about that. That actually might be good. But for otherwise, I've had students kind of sending me pictures of, hey, I had this done. I guess I just forgot to turn it in. That is okay. Please do that. I will get those in the grade book. We're kind of scrambling right now, but maybe as this week goes forward, we can get caught up a little bit. This has been, for instructors, a huge undertaking to set this up for you. And we want to give you every opportunity, of course, to have success in our classes. Just know that we really miss you. We're really thinking about you a lot. I've been dreaming about being in school teaching in front of kids. That's what I signed up for. You are missed so very much. We got this, though. We're going to get through this. We got this, and you're going to learn chemistry anyway. So, and when it comes to turning things in, by any means possible, by any way that you can turn things in. I prefer digitally in Google Classroom, but by any means necessary that you possibly can. We need to get stuff turned in, okay? We don't want you to fall behind. I don't want to contact you in 2 weeks and find out that you've done absolutely nothing. So, because you didn't know what to do, right? Or didn't know how to turn things in, or didn't know how to ask for help. So we are here in many different ways that you can reach us, so please do that. All right, have a great day. I hope the first couple weeks of materials are laid out well for you and that you have great success. Look forward to hearing from you.